Okay, hello, welcome back. My last few videos have been a bit serious and heavy, so I decided to do something fun for this video. So I've created a contract, and I challenged myself. This contract is, as you can see, Murder on the Hokkaido Express. And I challenged myself to create a contract that would be, well, pretty close to Murder on the Orient Express, but it's not perfect. You can't get it perfect, sadly, but so that's what I've done. So let's read the briefing here. You've been hired to kill evil American kidnapper Amos Dexter. Fellow assassin Jacob Fry has challenged you to complete the mission by copying the perceived actions in Murder on the Orient Express. To do so, you must wear the yukata when you leave, dress as security when assassinating, use a Johnny Baya knife, leave sleeping poison by the body, and drop the knife in the restaurant bathroom stall. Good luck, 47. There's also going to be leave cigarettes by the body, but unfortunately you can pick up cigarettes, but you can't drop them by the body, so sadly. And let's take a look at the other options. Only one exit is available for the mission, so avoid collateral damage by only eliminating your targets. Let's see. Avoid anyone seeing you perform an illegal action. Let's see. Do not get recorded, or if you do, destroy the recording. No dead or unconscious bodies may be found. All shots fired at NPCs must be headshots, and all shots must hit an NPC even if they subsequently pass through the NPC and hit a wall. I was going to actually add don't carry a gun, but, that's not that big of a deal since, you don't even use a gun. So, we're going to start, we'll smuggle in the sleeping pills, or the sleeping poison as the game calls it. Oh, and I forgot to have that you have to pick up the RFID card too. I may have to redo this entire thing just because I forgot so many things in the list. Yeah, I wonder, can I go back and change that? No. It just doesn't let you return and change it. Whoop. Now I'm way back over here. Technological things. Yeah, this is exactly why I can't program. I was never able to program VCR. Most technology stuff just can't do. So we're gonna. There we are. Alright, we are gonna get rid of the gun because we don't need it. We are going to get the wear the white yukata because that's really the only way to get into the mission is to wear it. Now, that additional challenge thing that I said of getting the RFID all-access chip, you need the disposable scrambler to get that. And the Johnny Baya, yeah, I misspelled it in the briefing, but that's hardly a surprise. But yeah, that's the closest thing we had to. So yeah, as we go through, I'll kind of explain my thinking on this. So first off, Hokkaido was perfect for two reasons for imitating the Orient Express. One is that the rooms, the way they're set up and so on, are similar enough to the train in Orient Express that I could get away with it. And also the fact that you're not snowed in, but you're stuck up on a snowy peak in Hokkaido. In Murder on the Orient Express, you're snowed in. And so, yeah, it just seemed like a good place to start with that. Yeah, one of my problems with writing the mission briefings is that there's just so very little space to write. I think you only get like 500 characters or something like that, which I hope that's 500 words and not characters, but you don't get that as much space, so, I always feel like I can't write enough. So, yep, here I am in nice white Hokkaido, in my favorite starting point.
So you're the curator's research aide, right?
So,
let me guess. You want to know about the medical trial?
Get up and
it is true. The guys had
run out of here. So I'm doing the get the RFID chip. This is how you do it. Of course, you've seen me do it in previous videos. It's one of those things that's so easy that I'm surprised that it's not the first thing that most people do when they come into the game, into this level. But the reason I was going to include this one in there, the RFID chip, is that when they found the clothing that had been supposedly left by the murderer, I did say perceived actions of the murderer, so this is initial impressions of what the murderer must have done. Read the novel to understand fully what I mean by that. But they did find a pass key in the outfit of the he wore. There was a conductor's outfit that he presumably wore, and they found the pass key in that. So that's why you picked that up. Right there. So we have to wait for Agent Smith to keep talking and talking and talking, and he finally leaves us the little card thing. So that's the master chip that you need to pick up. I'm going to go over here and grab. And actually, I should have gone the other way first because I'll just have to run back this way anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Like all the missions, you can start anywhere and do anything, but I'm going to get rid of recordings. So destroy the evidence in the recordings. So there I am. I have completed one of my optional objectives just by doing that. Now let's see where this guy is. Okay. So we head out this way. And that's one of my biggest flaws in playing this game. I always forget where the doors lead to. So this leads us to... There's a security guard right over there. And we have to sneak up on him, but there's also a guy who comes down too. So what's usually easiest to do is wait patiently for this guy to come down here, and then wait. There will be, see, there's a guy, if you can see through the window there, a guy coming down. He's not really showing, there he is. So yeah, he shows up and he looks this way for a little while. I'm actually not sure. I think he's a gardener or something. Seems like he's a gardener, but then yeah, what would the gardener be doing? So he kind of leans off to the side there, get a cigarette. So I don't believe he can see us from here. This guy comes down, walks past here. And leans on that. So we subdue him and drag him. Hopefully we will not be seen dragging him by the guard, or that gardener guy, and dump him in there. So yeah, like I said, there was a so I chose security as just because of all the outfits that you can get in this game, that was the closest. Where is that vault thing? Ugh. That was the closest I could find to the wagon lit uniform that was worn by that was perceived to have been worn. I'm not going to commit myself to anything that like I've said in a previous video, Agatha Christie, there's a lot of deception stuff going on with Agatha Christie. So you're gonna drop down. Yeah. That guy can see you over there, so be careful of him, and be careful of... So right now, there's a couple people who could conceivably see me. So yeah, just gotta be careful of those guys. If they spot you, I believe that's actually... I set it up so... I believe the instant fail works so that if they do spot you, you instantly fail it. So... let's head on over here. So the Texan always has the what's it called? The room. Brain just goes dead way too often. So Texan always has the room right by your room. So here are the cigarettes, but they don't show up in inventory. You can't just drop them. So I'm going to hold on to this knife and wait for the Texan to show up again. So, so the cigarettes left by the body, in the novel Murder on the Orient Express, there is a pipe cleaner left by the body, and a handkerchief. Cigarettes were the closest thing I could find to the cigarettes, or to the pipe cleaner. Although they aren't perfect. And, ooh, I forgot to include leave him by the bed, too. So drag him over by the bed, but because the murder victim in the novel was stabbed. So in the novel he was stabbed a dozen times, so we can't really stab him more than once. He had also been drugged, so... Oh, wait. We don't leave the knife there. We leave this sedative there by him. We don't drug him and then stab him with the knife because the game won't let us do that. It's weird how that works, but... So leave him right there with that in there. Now, what we have to do, or what's best to do...
Mr. Jason
let's see. Nobody here who can spot me.
come to the hospital entrance.
So I'm gonna head out
doctor
back
will
to get
escort
the
you to a
yukata.
checkup.
Whoop.
That was for
But,
Mr.
you know, that's one of the things. There are a lot of people here in this area who can spot you. So this is like the most dangerous place to be, because you've got a lot of people who can spot you in this uniform going through this area. So, yeah, we're gonna get the yukata so that we can dispose of the knife. Come on. There we go. So... Oh, walked right past it. Because when you're wearing the white yukata and you're in this area, yeah, then everyone, you're trespassing. But wearing the white yukata back in the restaurant, you're just a normal customer. So, I chose the white yukata because one of the outfits that the assassin presumably wore was a kimono, as a dressed as a woman, or the assassin was possibly a woman and dressed up as a man at one point. It was, from the beginning, it wasn't entirely sure which of those was true. That it was a woman. And one of the theories was that it was a woman who had dressed like a man. So yeah, we leave this lovely knife in this room. Close the door to leave it here. Just drop it down and we are all good. And yeah, it's not a super hard assassination, but part of the fun of it was to add all these additional objectives. And yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out that I forgot to add the get the RFID card, because I'm not sure everybody who plays this game knows how to do that. It's the RFID master chip. And of course, we have to exit by the monorail because, hey, trains. So there we go. I expect to get a really good score on this because I'm awesome, but also because, yeah, the only way to survive this mission is to get a really, really good score. So I think I got all 6 a couple of those were instant fails, so I definitely got the ones that were instant fails because I didn't fail it. Let's see. Yes, I'm awesome. So silent assassin, so you have to get all of that stuff. Let's review. 1 exit, that's collateral damage. Avoid anyone seeing you perform an illegal action. Don't get recorded or erase the recordings. No dead or unconscious bodies found. And no shooting at people, essentially. So anyway, that was my quick little version of Murder on the Orient Express or the perceived actions of the killer on on the Orient Express. I recommend everybody read that novel. It is brilliant. I haven't seen the recent Kenneth Branagh movie of it, although I've heard good things about it. So I don't know if how well it follows the books on smaller things like the clues and the kimono and whatnot, but hopefully it did follow it pretty well. Anyway, like and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.